So from this angle it looks pretty good. It's really radiusing it in nice, but we have to get a different angle to see how it works on the other side of the board.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to come back over here. Look at it from this angle. So you can see how much damage you're doing on this side. See, I'm making it more square out here now.
Right.
You can really feel the divot in there now that I put in there. So
Oh, yeah.
I gotta come in there and cut that out. Because now there's a big flat spot all through here now that we didn't used to have over here.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, you can't control both sides. See, a little nick just knocks out that high spot that was there. See?
Oh, yeah.
But now as I cut deeper, it'll make a flat spot over there.
Right.
Right now we're radiused. If I cut deeper, we go like down as a lip.
Right.
There's going to be a sharp edge on the other side, which we don't want. A very fine trade-off between too much and not enough. Put some of these nice finishing cutter.
Chunky.
Now we do have a finishing cutter. So it's fairly flat bottomed here, and it runs into a radius here. There's also a radius up under this direction, going up underneath the, up under here also. So you got an angle coming down like that, from here across here, and at the very base. Same thing over here, around the top is there, sides there, and bottom's over here. So you get all these different angles, and everything's a radius going in. Now, right here it's a sharp edge, which we can't do much about. There's no metal in here, so I'm just going to lightly make this more even, but not try to remove any metal really. It's already nothing up there, and you see how it's real rough and uneven. There's not much I can do about it there. It's probably more important to stay off it than try to fix anything. But now when the air comes in through here, before we were like right here.
Yeah, exactly.
Now we're way, look, we got way over here. That's how much we open that thing up. I probably cut a ½ inch out of that damn thing. So let me see the other head. It's right here. Yeah, see how tight that is right through there?
Mm-hmm.
The ridge is right here. See where? See that one? It's literally like that. Is where that was. Now it's like that. So when you look through the port here, how much of that valve guide can you see versus mine? You can see the fucking valve head up under here. So the window is really opened up from this little corner right here to this big ass corner over here. All this, look at half the valve is open now. So that's really going to pick up the airflow a lot. So it's a lot of work though, but that's the gain. Okay, so do a little light work on top here. I'm going to put that back over there. Let's see what I can do to screw up the short side up under here. I'm sure I can manage to do something. It's so bad already. finger, just feel how rough it is.
Oh yeah.
Pretty nasty. Really rough. Very uneven. And way too sharp already. So whatever I do is not going to help it much. I just want to try to knock off that hump that was in there. I knock down the hump a little bit right here.
Mm-hmm.
So at least now when the air goes in there, it goes straight to the back wall here and then hits the wall and turns in.
Right.
Before it hits that, launches off that, bounces back down, then hits the wall. So we don't want to have that happen. That thing is just so nasty through there, it's terrible. Ah, it's bad. I'd have to improve quite a bit to be bad. Okay, now I got to try to clean it up from the other side. So this is my smoothing bit, which means it's pretty dull. See what the cutter here's got to work with?
All right.
Can't get an angle on it.
Yeah.
And this angle here is not much better. See, I take the sharp edge off. Run your finger in it.
Mm-hmm.
Just took off the knife edge is all I'm doing.
Right.
Trying to make it more even. On this side, same thing. So I did a lot of work on right here, this back edge, where a lot of my grinding is going on. Just trying to knock off some stuff. Okay, this comes off the steel of the seat. And it'll be like a guide on the seal part, and whatever's soft behind it will hit or not hit. So that one hits a little bit right there. It's not going to cut the seat. Yeah, the seat's not really getting cut, but the aluminum behind it, we're knocking off the edge back.
Sure.
Same on the short side. See how little, very little grinding was going to be down there. You're just basically sizing, that's all you're doing. Kind of knocks off the high spots, all it does. See the fine dust it takes off? Almost nothing. Basically put sandpaper on your finger, go like this,
Right.
and do about the same. And that'll help flow, surprisingly. Just knocking off the high spots. See how uneven that is when you're in there? It's smooth, but it's straight. It's
Right.
straight, but it's rough texture. Feel the difference?
Yeah.
Knocked off about 50% of it. So you can do it with sandpaper, do the same thing. Now over here is all that work we've been doing. Still a little bit of a hump there. You can feel your finger probably.
Mm-hmm.
Most of it's behind the radius where it doesn't really matter. See, you go this direction, you don't really feel it.
Oh yeah.
You don't feel it.
No.
But over here is a drop off.
Right.
The air is going this way, not this way. So we don't
Exactly.
worry about the hump
Yeah.
this way. We worry about going this way. Remember I said it was too big down there?
Mm-hmm.
That's, you're launching off the launching ramp there. You don't feel it.
Right.
So don't cut it. It doesn't help you. As long as it doesn't bounce into a brick wall, you're all right. So I'm just going to barely lightly kiss it and call it done. Just in case there's any sharp edge anywhere. That's it. So now the intake port is opened up full size. And you can see how much got ground out over here from this angle also.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously there's a ton going this direction.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to worry about this crap over here. This big one, this mess through here. Pretty uneven and crappy. Probably just hit it with my fine one just a little bit just to say I did something. I think sandpaper would actually be better because it might smooth it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now it's got a lot of bumps all over it. This isn't going to do much for bumps. It knocks off the titties, but it's smoother, but its shapes, you know, just it's really uneven.
Is it not better to have a little bit of texture?
A little bit, but not much. The bumps are the bad part when you hit launching ramps. Right now there's a big launching ramp right here I don't like. Feel right in here. There's a hole right there and it
Yeah.
bounces way up high.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah,
use
it's like a
something
little
that's a pretty big
pocket
ball.
in there.
We want something with a big ball to it. See, it's a weird shaped cutter.
Mm-hmm. Try and knock all that out.
See, most of my cutters are shaped like this one or this one.
Right.
So if I can hit it just right, I'll knock that off. See, here it's not too bad. Right here it's pretty high. You kind of feel what the cutter's going to see.
Yeah.
So I'm right up on the ridge right now as I'm cutting. I'm not even going in and out. Just trying to cut the ridge off, see?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
After you cut it off, then you start doing your wiggle wiggle in and around. Bunch of different angles, shapes, radiuses, turns. Trying to cut it where you need to cut, but pretty uneven in there. That did it. find a technique that works for it.
Right.
In this case, I started up high and just worked my way down. I'm staying out of the divot because if I keep grinding on the divot,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
makes
to make it
deeper.
worse.
It doesn't help. There's a big hole in there, so. I'll cut some of that out of there, that's good. I think I'll stop before I get ahead. See the difference?
Yeah.
It's huge. It's like a big ball in there now. So I cut a big ridge that was in there. I didn't cut it any deeper. And I went up over here on this wall here. There's a bunch of crap right there too. It's very, very hard to cut a ball. It's pretty uneven right through here too, but I guess I can work a little more right up in this spot here. There's a high spot right in through here. I don't know if you can see it in the camera or not. It's real tricky. It's hard doing stuff like this. A little better. Do an angle change. Oh, that's why it's so uneven. I'm back into my short side again.
Oh, right.
That's why it's so crappy. I worked my way around. I didn't know I was back up to that area again. Yeah, it's pretty bad through there. That's why it's so crappy. See, now I got a better, I can see it better. I know what I'm at, and I can take more of it out quicker. Still bad through there, though. Yeah, horrible. See, one way it makes a big hump, but the other way it helps the short side, so which one's worse? I'm leaving it. See it. See, right here you got a hump that I knocked down, but see, that makes the short side more radius, which is a plus, but when the air comes in this way, it hits a big launching ramp, and there's a big low spot through here, and it just slams into that big hump. Then it disappears when it gets over to here. And down here it's uneven, but it gets better, and then I get over here, it's a nice radius. So it's kind of a, like there's a big low spot right here. Big low spot. Be nice if that wasn't there. So low spots I can't fix, but I can make it worse by making the whole thing a low spot. That would kill airflow. So we're going to stop at that point. Like I said, diminishing returns on your investment of time. It starts killing the airflow when you're not doing what you're doing. See, it's pretty rough through here too, but these are all areas that are just hard to get to.
Can we do a little sandpaper?
Yeah, a little sandpaper. Put your finger right through here. You can feel it.
Yeah. I'll clean that up.
So you do it from this side over through here like this, but you don't want to be doing it because the seat's right here. You sand on that, you're screwed, and the sandpaper will sand on the seat.
Yeah.
That's why I don't use sand, because this is a fixed shape. I know what it's going to hit.
Right.
Sandpaper is a flexible shape. It bounces all over the place and cuts where you don't want to cut.
Mm-hmm.
So you're cutting over here, but you don't know you're doing all the damage on this side.
Exactly.
So it's you do more damage than good, so don't do it. All right, so that's that one. Okay, we already cut the exhaust a little bit here. So we'll work on that here in a minute. Reposition the head here.